Fall is always that season that feels like it's that time of change. It's about letting go of what no longer serves you, what no longer fits, and holding tighter to what does. And so here's a book tag that's inspired by transformation, reflection, and new beginnings. Hey serial readers, welcome back to my channel. And today it's all about the Seasons of Change book tag. So I was inspired, as always, by my Tipsy sisters with their back to school book tag. But because I'm a late bird and I move slow with things, I was not able to do the same book tag theme. So I decided to change it up just a little bit. They are the same prompts, but the theme is different. And some of the prompts are tweaked just a little bit. So the first tag is all about your favorite author's book or writing style. What author's words feel like it's a gentle reminder of a beautiful change? I would go with Lady Nisha. Her words always feels like it's a gentle reminder that change can be beautiful, even when the path is messy. Here are two of her books that I love, Lucid Dreams and Losing Control. In all the books that I've read by Lady Nisha, immediately you're going to see in the prologue that she hits hard. It's shocking, it's raw. Her characters in her books, whether good or bad, are always deeper than they appear. What I love most is that she weaves humor into heartbreak. She gets you to laugh in one moment, and in the next, you are catching your breath. Her stories tackle real and heavy issues such as DV, infertility, addiction, mental health, but her writing doesn't drown you in despair. Through trauma and struggle, her characters go through this transformation where they're healed. Each book feels fresh and unique. So definitely, if you have not picked up a Lady Nisha book, do so. She's gonna grab your attention, hold it, and doesn't let go until she's left you believing in the beauty of change. Next is all about a book that made you feel frustrated. It's all about the one that tested your patience, like waiting for the seasons to shift. A book that tested my patience, I don't have the physical copy, but I will definitely pop it on the screen, and it is Finessed by the Connect by Dak. That cover is gorgeous, by the way. Woo! Ida, she had me stressed out. The disrespect that she endured was maddening. She was constantly being looked down on, judged, and treated like she was nothing just because she needed help. It was like that throw it in your face type of support, and I definitely can't stand that. You had to watch her stay strong through the betrayal, through the manipulation. I was so frustrated, but at the same time, I was rooting for her every step of the way. Definitely one of those stories where you want to jump inside the book and just defend the FMC yourself. Ida's journey reminded me that sometimes patience and pain are the price of transformation. But Lord, she went through way too much before her glow up. This next prompt is all about a book that really made you think or question things. Maybe it changed your perspective or helped you to see growth in a new way. Hands down, that book for me is the 1619 Project, a new origin story by Nicole Hannah Jones. This was such an amazing and much needed read. It doesn't let you gloss over slavery. It's not just a side note. It shows you how slavery is central to how America was built. From economy to politics, everything was touched by slavery. And it makes you see that the legacy of slavery is still present in today. It's not just history. It shows up in how we live in our housing, in our healthcare, our education, and as we all can clearly see, through policing. For me, this book really connected the dots between slavery and today's systematic issues. It's like the wool was pulled over my eyes. You become woke. You are no longer disabled by national amnesia. I highly recommend, if you want the truth, read this book. More so, this book needs to be in our schools as a curriculum Children need to learn the truth. The next tag is about your favorite book from a different time period. A story that captures change through the years or feels timeless no matter what era. I went with Emancipating James, Book 3 by Joan Vassa from the Black series. What I'm saying about Book 3 can go for the whole series, but I'm going to play by the rules and only mention my favorite book out of the series, which is this one. And so this is a historical romance. It is set in the 1800s, and this book really captured my heart and my patience in the best way. I read this book twice, back to back, because I could not get enough of Jeremiah, the Black Cracker, and Callie. Their enemies to lovers journey was intense, emotional, and as you can see, unforgettable for me. Watching Jeremiah seek his redemption while Callie found her strength and her freedom was very powerful. It proves that love, forgiveness, and even transformation are timeless. This next prompt is all about your favorite art style cover. You want to think about the one that visually feels like fall, that's soft and warm and quietly emotional. My favorite fall cover vibe was Macy Whip and Fade Volume 1 by Marley Ray. Love it. It's just something in the softness of this story. It's almost like autumn's hush that sticks to me. Macy is a master colorist and she is divorced. She's a single mother and she's trying to rebuild her life after years of being under her controlling ex-husband's thumb. Macy pours her pain and ambition into Whip and Fade. She is doing everything she can do to redefine herself, even from how she looks on the outside. Greenwood is a community all about uplifting Black people, their businesses, and their financial growth. It's not just the backdrop in this story, it's a part of who Macy is and who she's trying to become. This next prompt is the book that you would love to see on the screen. Something that captures transformation or second chances or has bittersweet ending. This one you guys will be shocked by because I am a romance reader. It's a little bit different. It does have a subplot romance, but it's heavy on fantasy paranormal. And that is Love on the Brain and Urban Paranormal by Natavia. What you guys don't know is that I love zombie apocalypse movies or TV shows. I live for The Walking Dead, and this one was right up my alley. And what makes it even better is that it's urban and it's a story that weaves in real Black experiences and systematic issues that we face today. So you have Keist. He's a college athlete with a promising future. He was set up by the police and he was sentenced to prison for a crime he didn't commit. Well, he did commit it, but it was just. And he was sent to this facility where he's used as a lab experiment. He's injected with this virus that unleashes a zombie outbreak. Yeah, do you see why I love it? And then you have Cree. She is the love interest of Kai, but she's very special. She's not only an activist who's trying to save him, but she's a medium. Man, that's where the paranormal comes in. This story was everything. You had love, you have injustice, you have transformation, you have survival. Like, it had all the things in a perfect zombie apocalypse show. Now, I'm gonna pull a page out of Sarita's book. If this was to turn into a movie or show, I don't want to see these two. I want to see these two. Yes, and the actors that I would love to see, I would love Cree to be played by Tiana Taylor. And let's just keep the couples together, and I would love to see Keist be played by Aaron Pierre. I think they would do a phenomenal job. Cree turns out to be such a force to be reckoned with. I just can't help but see Tiana being that person playing that role, because Cree is hard. She stands up for her rights, and then to back all of that, she has these powers that are unimaginable, and what she goes through to try to save Keist It was just a crazy, wild story. The next tag is about the character who has similar music taste to you, listening to like mellow, nostalgic tunes that match your fall playlist. So the character with music taste similar to mine, I would have to say Tiali from the Parachute trilogy by Takira Allen. Tiali's love for music is everything. Her music taste definitely fits the bill. It was full of 90s era's music and even early 2000s music, which is the era that I grew up in. You hear mentions of artists like Dave Hollister, Rihanna, Jada Kiss, By Your Side, Prince, I Would Die For You, Bob Marley, Jodeci, Al Green. Music that was referenced and talked about in this book just took me all the way back. It was so nostalgic. Like, her friends had similar debates that my friends and I had growing up. For example, who had the better diss track? Take Over by Jay-Z or Ether by Nas? And by the way, it was Nas. Her playlist is not just in the background. It reflects her personalities and her memories and the connection to the people around her. I can definitely listen to her soundtrack all fall long. This next one is about food from a book that you would love to try. Something that's comforting that you would enjoy while reflecting on how far you've come. The book that I chose is really the series, and it's The Art of Hood Love, but I'm gonna pull book 2. It's all about this Haitian family. The way they show love and care for one another is through food, either cooking or making sure someone has food to eat. It's really their tradition. And not only is it their tradition, but they also even own a restaurant. I mean, in this book, I think they mention food 29 times. They mention food like collard greens, potato salad, butter roll, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, grilled fish. Food was just constantly talked about in this story. One of the dishes that I would like to try was an Haitian dish called po nan sauce, which is a chicken stew that has peppers, onions, and potato. And in this book, it was Shabu who was cooking up this Haitian dish for his lady, Savvy. It even went as far as the night before, he prepped the food, he marinated the chicken. Like, that's how you know when you prep the night before and you marinate it, you know a dish is gonna be good and it's made with love. So the next prompt is an author that gives you a cozy or healing vibes. The author that I chose is A.E. Valdez. I would say more so her Fall and Rise series. A.E. definitely has a way of making you feel at home with her stories. Characters navigate love, heartbreak with warmth and resilience, which makes every page feel like a comforting hug. This last prompt is a book recommended by someone that you enjoyed. A book that someone recommended to me that I love was Demon's Dream by L. Kaysen. Shout out to Kiona from Chocolate Covered Pages. You did that one. So if you didn't know, which you should know, but I'll give you a pass if you're new to the book community. But Demon's Dream is about this 30-day deal. Dream's 30-day arrangement with Demon turns into this intense, emotional, crazy passion between Demon and Dream. We also get side characters who also made an imprint on all of us, which was with Smoke and Dream's sister Diana. Their presence definitely added depth and drama. And if you have not read this book, get on it, because then you can get into the debate that we've all been having. Demon or Smoke? I'm riding with Smoke. However, once you find out what Smoke does to people, you would definitely have to sleep with one eye open. This recommendation turned out to be one of my very favorites. And that's it for the Seasons of Change book tag. You know, fall really just reminds us that change can be beautiful, just like a good story. If you decide to do this book tag, make sure to tag me so I can see your answers. And if you want to check out my Tipsy Sisters, their back to school book tag, I will link their video down below. Until next time, bye guys.